Oh, do I have a great one for you today. This is Pete Wyden at the Professional Permaculture Designer, home of design, business, sales, marketing. Here we're talking about how to make a real income doing permaculture and ecological design and how to make your business work for you in a simple and effective way. And one of the core pieces of that is money. And depending on your relationship with money, this may be something you want to watch. It may be something that you're feeling a little resistance to watching. I invite you to stay tuned here because I've got some interesting perspectives on money and my own experience with it I'd like to share with you today that might help you as you move forward in your own business journey. And I've opened up a couple mentorship positions if you'd like to take a deep dive on your business as we get moving with the landscape season going forward in temperate climates, or if you're looking to just level up your business in general and in a really tailored way so we can really rearrange things so they align with who you are truly at the core and have your business be a reflection of that. Reach out via PM or comment below. And money. Oh, money. It's one of the most sensitive topics, if not the most, in our society today, in America, all over the world. Money. It's a resource. Money is energy. Money can be good or it can be bad. There are a heck of a lot of examples of money being used for terrible things. There are also some examples, many examples of money being used for amazing things. Unfortunately, the news tends to propagate the bad things, and thus a lot of people, especially in the more holistically natural-minded communities, are thinking that money is a bad thing and that you can't be a good person and have a lot of money. And that is absolutely not true. So I'm here to dispel that rumor, because it depends on your personal relationship with money, why you're looking to get it, and what you're planning to do with it, and how your relationship to money affects how you move through your life, how you feel about yourself, how you treat other people. And that is completely up to you. It's up to you to take responsibility, to see that money only has the energy that you bring to it. Money can be an absolutely phenomenally nourishing, healing thing. It doesn't have to be there's no difference between the good and the bad of money other than the way the individual sees it and treats it and uses it and applies it. So I'd like you to open up your mind to viewing things that way if you don't already. So where you're personally at financially says everything about how you view money. You know, if you're not wanting to make certain purchases that you feel would actually make you really excited and happy because you don't have enough money, where does that actually stem from? Having a lot of debt, making certain decisions financially, where does all of this stem from? It's really comes down to how you see your ability to receive money and who you are as a person if you're receiving more or less money. Are you actually a better person if you're choosing to not focus on money in your life? Or could you actually be a much more impactful, positive influence on the world if you had money to do awesome things with, such as start your permaculture farm, donate to various organizations, get gardens going in your city? There's so many different things you can do. You know, travel to places that really need your help but can't afford to work with you, but you can support yourself so you can go there and provide your services. For example, maybe that's in the winters when you're not doing your regular design work, stuff like that. So your current financial situation is not your financial future. It just reflects the decisions that you've made in the past, which are related to how you viewed money at that time in the past. So this moment right here could be easily the pivot point for you and your money and your own relationship with how you see these resources coming into and flowing out of your life. So I have embraced money, and I've chosen to embrace money because there isn't another effective economy that exists in the world right now. And I invite you to maybe suggest some ideas, although honestly, I feel that money is a tool that we can use to get to a different type of economy, such as a contribution-based economy where we're all doing, offering our gifts to the world, things that we're interested in doing, and by virtue of us kind of following our own heart and our own dreams, things do actually get taken care of. That's a whole nother can of worms, a whole nother conversation. But the reason that I've embraced money is because it's an incredibly powerful tool. I could pay you to work on a design with me. I could buy the initial landscape, the initial nursery stock to start my business, my edible medicinal plant nursery, and the irrigation and things like that. Or I could take maybe another extra 5 months and try and barter and find people who had all that stuff, which is totally doable, but money makes things really, really simple. It makes transactions really simple. And that's another piece of the whole sales and marketing approach that I'm taking with mentorship clients, is that the transaction, the business that we have isn't just about transactions. That's not the only way to make money. Yes, there is a transaction that happens in any business arrangement because you're exchanging money for some value, some service. But it's really about building relationships. It's about connections. And those relationships and connections can be very, very fruitful in many ways and create true wealth, because money is only one piece of what true wealth is. Of course, true wealth is happiness, it's relationships with people you care about, it's having what you feel you need to be comfortable. But you can really harness money for true good in the world. One of my visions is the farm I'm managing in Wisconsin, to have that be a destination for people around the world to come and immerse themselves in nature, especially this region, come and unplug, immerse themselves in nature, cleanse using the healing foods that we grow on site, unlock their own creativity because of the inspiring surroundings that they're in. And that requires money. We just spent $5,000 on seed to replant a 10-acre prairie. That's a pretty amazing thing to do with money, right? And it's also an investment in the business, because that prairie is going to attract people. It's going to be a source of native medicinal plants for medicine and teas that we have on site and that we also package and sell. We can propagate seed. It's all about using your money wisely for the greatest good and in ways that are a great investment. And an investment doesn't just have to be, we're investing in our business because it's going to make us money down the road. It could be investing in your community, providing something that's needed and something that's really going to be valued. So what it comes down to is the way that you're arranging your business, how you're packaging, pricing your services, how you're getting out there and making sales. It all affects how much money you're bringing in. But especially it starts with your view of money. If you're viewing it as something that is a bad thing or is a necessary evil, well, trust me, you're not going to make that much of it, because there's going to be a lot of resistance for you around making money and thus having a greater impact in the world as it is today, because that's the reality of our economy. So how you're pricing your services can affect your whole business experience. It's a bit of a tangent, but I think it's an important piece. It changes who you attract and how you feel on a daily basis. For example, I just changed over my minimum for design work to $2,500. I just don't have the time to set up a whole design for somebody for less than that, because it takes the same amount of work for a $1,000 design as it does for a $2,500 to get things going, get the base map set up, do all the, the initial visit, the proposal, all of that stuff. It's just not worth it for me and the impact I want to have in the world to do that, because the amount of money I'm bringing in for one project, if I'm bringing in $2,500 or above versus $1,000, think of how much more energy and time I'm going to have to actually do a great job on those designs that are a larger fee. I'm not going to have to try and find so many clients to make up a certain amount of income, and I'll ultimately have more income overall to make the difference that I want to see, pump some funds into the farm, make my music, hang out with you guys, buy the types of clothes that I want to that are more friendly to the earth rather than all these. It's just like I could go on and on and on. Buy the quality of food, support the farmers that I want to. It's money, and everybody uses money. We can do some amazing things with alternative forms of the economy, but here we're going to focus on money because it's the way that we're going to make true change happen the fastest. We can use it for whatever we want to. It's simply energy. So I invite you to let that soak in. Leave a comment below with your reactions. I'm sure you guys have a lot going on in your mind of ideas coming now that we've talked about this in a very clear and direct way. I want to make sure that we're honest and open as a community about the realities that we live in as a society, but how we can infuse it with our own perspective, our own personality to make some beautiful change happen over this next year right now. If you're interested in taking a deep dive on your own business, changing up your packages and pricing, making more money, attracting better clients, the types of people that you really want to be working with, we unwind and unpack all of that and reposition it into a business that works for you. Reach out via PM or comment below. I'm super excited to continue the conversation on money with you guys. It's been in the back of my mind for a while because it comes up a lot in our community. And let's keep it going. Let me know what you think. Take care.